Konnichiwa Mina. Hello Straw Hats. In this video, I will be doing a One Piece TCG video. So if you guys would like to see more of these types of videos from me, definitely use your double fruit abilities to hit that subscribe button down below. So let's get started with the video. So I will be talking about the next set that is going to be coming out in One Piece, which is called Carrying on His Will. Yeah, Carrying on His Will, which is set 13, which is crazy that we're already 13 sets into the One Piece trading card game, so that's cool. So this set is mostly going to be focused on the three brothers, Luffy, Ace, and Sabo. So, as always, I'm not going to go through every single card in the set because this video will be way too long. But I definitely will be reading some cards, the ones that strike my interest. So, of course, we have this really, really cool Monkey D. Luffy in Bounce Man, which is cool. So, 5 cost, hit is a blue card, 7,000 power, and then it also has blocker. And then if you have 5 or more cards in your hand, then this character cannot attack. So what makes this set really, really unique is that, like in this particular case with Luffy, like if you have like 5 or more cards, you cannot attack. Like if you have like a certain amount of Dawn cards on your field, like you might minus your power like on your leader or on your character cards. So really, really unique stuff. And I'm really, really excited for this set. So we're going to start off with the first leader, which is Monkey D. Luffy. You know, the wannabe king of the pirates. So Monkey D. Luffy is a red and green card, 5,000 power with 4 life. So Dawn times 1 on your opponent's attack. If you have 5 or less active Dawn cards, you may rest any number of Dawn cards. For every Dawn card rested this way, this leader and up to one of your Straw Hat Crew type characters gains plus 1,000 power during the battle. So sounds really, really cool. And then we have the second brother, which is Porcus D. Ace. Red and blue card, 6,000 power and 3 life, which is really, really unique because most dual colored leaders have 4 life, but Ace is very, very unique. He only has 3 life. So on your opponent's attack, once per turn, you may trash 1 card from your hand. Give up to one of your opponent's leader or character cards minus 2,000 power during the battle, and then Dawn times 1, which means you have to have 1 Dawn like attached to Ace. Once per turn, when you take damage from your character with 6,000 base power or more is KO'd, and then you draw a card. Sounds really, really interesting. And then, of course, Goldie Roger. Very first time to see Goldie Roger as a leader card, which is super cool. So, Goldie Roger, which is a red and purple card, 7,000 power and 5 life. If you have any Dawn cards on your field, 1 Dawn card placed during your Dawn phase given to your leader. If you have 9 or less Dawn cards on the field, this leader gains minus 2,000 power. And then the last leader card, like in this set, is Sabo. So red and black Sabo, 5,000 power, 5 life. If you have 4 more life cards, give this leader minus 1,000 power. Dawn times 1. If you have a character with a cost of 8 or more, your leader and all your characters gain all of your characters gain plus 1,000 power. So yeah, that is super cool. And then of course here are like the budget versions for budget players like myself. So I think that is all of the leader cards for this set. So really, really cool. We have the 3 brothers, and then also Goldie Roger has a leader card finally. So now we're going to go on with the red cards. So we have Hinazuma, we have Whoop Slap, which he is 1 cost, 0 power, so you know he has to be good, right? On play, give up to 2 rested Dawn cards to one of your Monkey D. Luffy cards. So he's going to be really, really good in the red and green Luffy deck. And then, I guess we'll look at Hinazuma. So 4 cost, 5,000 power. On play, give up to 1 rested Dawn card to your leader. So again, really good for green and red Luffy. And then we have the bros. Ace, Sabo, and Luffy. So 1 cost, 1,000 power. Activate main. You may give one of your active Dawn cards to one of your leader or character cards and trash this character. Give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power during a turn. So, really, really good, typical red stuff, which you get to minus your opponent's power. And then we have Curly Dadon. And then we have Lord of the Coast, which I really do like the artwork of this card. So just a simple vanilla card, just 6 cost, 8,000 power with a counter 1,000. And then we have Cobra, which is Vivi's father. So, yeah, so no effect, just a vanilla card. And then we have VV, which I will say I do love the artwork of this card. Just really, really pretty. On play, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, reveal up to one Alabasta or Straw Hat crew type card with a cost of 2 or more and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Really, really good card for green and red Luffy. You're probably going to be playing 4 copies of this because cards like that, you're going to be running 4 copies always, like no debate. And then we have Hickama. So, yeah, so I think this is the first time we ever see a Hickama card, which we don't see him like during like the flashback when Luffy and Shanks when they met. So that's where we first see him, like in the show and then also in the volumes. And then we have Porcus D Rouge, which is Ace's mom. So yeah, yeah. So this is really really interesting. So 1 cost, 0 power, no effect, but we do have a trigger, which the trigger effect is up to one of your Porcus D Ace cards gains plus 2,000 power during the turn. So this is going to be really really good in the Ace deck, like in case you want to build that. So now here is Makino, which she works at a bar, which we don't see her like we see her in like the first episode or the first chapter. So yeah. Then we have Monkey D. Garp, which is Luffy's grandfather. So 1 cost, 2,000 power, counter 1,000. On play, if your leader is Sabo, Porcus D. Ace, or Monkey D. Luffy, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with a cost of 3 or more and add it to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So you're probably going to be running 4 copies of this card as well. And then, of course, we have the alt art of Monkey D. Garp, which I will say the artwork just looks fantastic. Like, I do like the artwork of One Piece cards, they're just absolutely beautiful. And then we have Monkey D. Dragon, which is Luffy's dad. So 6 cost, 7,000 power, counter 1,000. Once per turn, if your Revolutionary Army type character would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may give this character minus 2,000 power during the turn instead. So, yeah, I don't know if that's going to be seeing any play that much, but we shall see. So, here is Wapol, which some very, very interesting artwork there with Vivi. So, yeah. And then now we go to the event cards, starting off with, but Ace here said you deserved it. So 1 cost, you may rest 4 of your Dawn cards to give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power during this turn. Then KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 power or less. Counter, your leader gains plus 3,000 power during the battle. So that does seem pretty good. You can use this card during your opponent's turn, which is cool. And then we have Meteor Fist, which, like, is that a Sakazuki technique? Because, yeah, like, I think that's a Sakazuki technique. Like, it just sounds like I'm like, yeah, here's Sakazuki right there. So, 3 cost, main, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 5,000 power during this turn. Typical red stuff. And then the last event for red is Gamu Gamu no Gatling Gun. So 1 cost, And then the trigger is give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power during the turn. And then the effect, main, give up to one rested Dawn card to one of your Monkey D. Luffy cards. Then give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power. So that's going to be good in the Luffy deck. And then the stage card for this set is Windmill Village, which is where Luffy is from. So, one cost, activate main, you may rest this stage. Up to one of your characters with 2,000 base power or less gain 1,000 power during the turn. So, yeah, that is all of the red cards. Now we're going to be going into the green cards, which green is probably my second favorite color in One Piece. Starting off with this beautiful Uta. I really do like the artwork of this card. So, 4 cost, 5,000 power on play, set up to 2 of your Dawn cards as active. Then you cannot play character cards with a base cost of 5 or more during this turn. On KO, play up to 1 character card with a cost of 5 or less from your hand instead. So sounds pretty good. And then we have the old art, which just looks so beautiful. And then we have Gordon, which he is like in the One Piece film Red. So I think he was the one. Was he the one? Like I think he was with Uta, like on that island. I'm pretty sure. So one cost 0 power, counter 2,000. On play, you may reveal one music or film type card from your hand. Set up to one Dawn card. Yeah, no, sorry. Set up to 2 of your Dawn cards as active at the end of the turn. So typical green stuff where you get to restand your Dawn and sometimes even restand your characters. So then we have Kobe. Yes, ma'am. So 5 cost, 6,000 power. He has blocker, and then on play, if your leader has the film type or the strike attribute, set up to one of your Dawn cards as active. So I think that's going to be really, really good in Green Zoro because Green Zoro is pretty good right now. And then we have Sunny Kun, which we don't see this character until like Film Red. And then we have Sanji, which I will say I do like the artwork of that Sanji. Looks really, really cool. And then we have the alt art of Sanji, probably doing the Diablo Jinbei with blue fire, which is a lot cooler than just regular red and orange fire. So then we have Shanks, which I will say I do like the artwork of this card. So 10 cost, 12,000 power. Like, wow, that is a strong card, which matches Shanks' strength, like in the One Piece universe. So on play, set all of your Dawn cards as active. Then you cannot play cards from your hand during this turn. Yeah, that is strong. That is very, very strong. So then, yeah, so here's the old art of Shanks, which I will say looks really amazing. And then we have Jinbei, which looks awesome. No effect, no trigger, but just awesome artwork, like I will say. Like, I think that's the outfit that he wore in film Red. And then, of course, we have Chopper. Super cute. 5 cost, 6,000 power. On play, set up to 2 of your Dawn cards as active. And then here is Trafalgar Law. Really cool. He has blocker, which is awesome. And then we have Nico Robin, which I will say I love the artwork of this card. Really cool. And then we have Frankie, Brooke, and then we have Beppo, which is Law's friend. Also like a part of his crewmate, which I really do like Beppo. He's basically a polar bear. Who doesn't like polar bears? And then we have Himeppo. So we haven't seen Himeppo in a while. So I hope that he's doing well, like in the One Piece universe. And then we have Zoro, which I will say I do like the artwork of this Zoro. Just really, really cool. Really, really strong too. Like 4 cost, 5,000 power on play. If your leader has the film or straw hat type, straw hat type, set up to 2 of your Dawn cards as active, and then at the end of the turn, set this card to active. So yeah, so this card is really, really good. You're going to be playing this in your Luffy deck for sure. And then going on with the event cards, we have Gamu Gamu no Elephant Gun, which is a really, really cool technique that I will say. And then we have Gamu Gamu no Snake Shot. And then we have I Know You're Strong, so I'll go all out from the very start. These long titles. So that's cool. And then that is all the green cards. Now going on with the blue cards. Aokado. So we have Izo, which is a part of Whitebeard's crew. And then we have Edward Newgate, which is a 5 cost, 12,000 power. He has blocker. On play, draw 2 cards and trash 1 card from your hand. Then give your leader or one. Yeah, give your leader and one character up to 2 Rested Dawn cards each. So that's quite interesting for blue. Like I was expecting that to be like a red card because that's a red card mechanic, giving Rested Dawn cards to your characters and stuff. So that's quite interesting, like a Moshidori. So here is the alt art of Edward Newgate, which I will say I do like the artwork of this card where Whitebeard is just, punching. Just, yeah, like that punch is just so cool. And then we have Otama. So, super cute card. So, 1 cost, 0 power on play. If you have 3 or less life cards, draw 2 cards and trash 1 card from your hand. So, that's going to be good in that red and blue ace leader, which is quite fitting because Ace and Otama know each other. Then next is Curly, which I don't remember this character, but he's there. And then we have Haruta, which I don't remember Haruta. And then we have Visita, which I don't remember Visita, but he also has double attack. So that's cool. Like, yeah, that's really, really cool that he has double attack. So he might be good. Who knows? And then we have Fossa. And then we have Blamensko. I think that's how you say his name, Balensko. So yeah, no effect, just a vanilla card. And then Belenheim, which I think he's a part of Whitebeard's crew as well. And then we have one of the Boa sisters, Boa Sendrazonia, and then Boa Hancock. And then we have the alt art of Boa Hancock, which I will say I do like the artwork of that card. Super cute, mecha kawaii. And then we have Boa Marigold, which is one of the sisters of Boa and Sendrazonia. And then we have Marshall D. Teach, or Blackbeard. So, yeah. So he has Banish, which is cool. And then we have Yamato, which I will say I do love the artwork of this card, just super cool. 5 cost, 6,000 power on play. If you have 3 or less life cards, draw 2 cards, then give up to 1 Rested Dawn card to your leader. So yeah, like I really do like Yamato. She's definitely one of my favorite characters. And then here is the alt art of her, which just looks stunning, I will say. So next is Ryuko. I don't remember Ryuko. And then Little Oars Jr. So I think we see him like in Marineford, I'm pretty sure. Now going on with the event cards with If I Bow Down to Power, What's the Point in Living? Which is a very, very powerful statement by Ace. And then we have Phoenix Apple, which is a Marco attack. And then Brilliant Punk. I just love the name of that card. Like Brilliant Punk just sounds cool. And then yeah, that is all the blue cards. Now going on with the purple cards with Toki, which I will say I love the artwork of this card. I love how yeah, Toki is like holding a baby, which I think that's Momonosuke. But really, really beautiful card. And then we have Hinarashi. And then we have Crocus, which he's the guy that lives in Laboon, like and gave the Straw Hats the log pose. And then we have Kazuki Odin. Rest in peace to Kazuki Odin. Like I believe he's good in the Goldie Roger deck. And then Goldie Roger, yeah, 10 cost, 13,000 power. That is very, very strong. So your leader and all of your characters that do not have a type, including Roger Pirates, have their effect negated. Wow, that is strong. On play, Dawn -3. Your leader gains plus 2,000 power until the end of your opponent's next end phase. Then give all of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power until the end of your opponent's next phase. Yeah, that is that is very, very strong. And then we have the alt art of Goldie Roger. Then we have Shanks. Love the artwork of that one. And then the alt art of Shanks, which looks even cooler. So, yeah, lots of purple cards. But yeah, so I'm just going to skim through them because, like I said before, I don't want to make this video terribly long. But I do want to talk about this card right here, Emu, which is the first, which is so cool. So Himu is a black card, 5,000 power, 4 life. Uh, Under the rules of the game, you cannot include events with a cost of 2 or more in your deck at the start of the game. Play up to one Mary Gorosei type stage card from your deck. Activate main once per turn. You may trash one of your Celestial Dragons type characters or one card from your hand to draw one card. Yeah, that that leader seems busted, like Emu. So here's some of the artwork of one of the Gorosei. So Saint Ethan Baron v. Justiro. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, so all of the Gorosei type characters. So yeah, so this is what makes this set just really, really cool is because we get all of the Gorosei for the first time. Yeah, like I really do like the Saint Marcus Mars, you know, the bird basically. And then we go on with the yellow cards, which is my favorite color in One Piece, I will say. Of course, we have Bonnie. Yeah, this scene right here just breaks my heart every time. But yeah, there's Bonnie. And then here's some of the satellites. So that's cool that we get more of the satellites. We get more egghead stuff, which is cool. I do not mind more egghead stuff. And then of course we have Stussy. I really do like the artwork of this card. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of Death Note for some reason. Like, I don't know why. But yeah. And then all of the secret rares, all of the beautiful, beautiful secret rares. And then we get more of the secret rares, and then of course all of the wanted poster ones with Blackbeard, and then Monkey D. Luffy, and then Porcus D. Ace, and then Sabo, and then back to square one. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this video down below. So, yeah, what cards are you excited for in set 13? I would love to know. So, probably the cards that I'm probably the most excited for. Um, I am really excited for Yellow Bonnie because I really do like yellow leaders. Um, I, I'm I'm also really excited for Ace. Yeah, this character right here. So yeah, like I'm really really excited for this set. And of course, I'm really excited for the Gorosei as well. So like I might build that deck as well. So yeah, guys, I will see y'all next time. Matane. Konnichiwa.